Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is I, the Conservative Coin Collector, and I've recently been doing a series on covering certain metals and showing you some facts about said metals. I did silver, I did gold, now I'm going to do the metal that I have the most of, bar none. Copper. I have a whole lot of copper. All my wheat cents are made of pretty much 90% copper. And even something older than my wheat pennies, my large cent here. This is what cents used to look like. This is what they are now. This is one from 1853. This is a pure copper, pretty much. And copper is a very valuable, very precious metal like silver and gold. But it's not worth as much. It may not be worth all that much, but I'll give you some facts about copper, and you'll find it just as interesting as the other two metals that I covered. Copper right now is about $4.88 per pound, compared to silver's $32 per troy ounce. It's definitely not all that precious, but it's still a very useful metal. Like the other precious metals, we have been using copper for at least 10,000 years. Copper was used as an alternative to stone tools circa 8000 BC. So copper has been discovered and known for quite a while. Another interesting fact about copper is that it's naturally antibacterial. When a bacteria, fungi, or virus lands on a copper surface, electrically charged ion particles affect damage on the microbe cell membrane. It destroys the RNA or NDA inside the organism, and this reaction prevents harmful microbes from developing and mutating. Hence, the antimicrobial properties of this nice metal. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be able to stick one of these in my mouth and not get sick. Copper, antimicrobial, antibacterial. Pennies, you have no idea where this currency has been. Money is one of the most disgusting things you'll ever handle. And copper is also used in the marine life. It prevents barnacles from attaching to ships, which is quite interesting how barnacles can't attach to copper. Another interesting about copper is that's exactly what the Statue of Liberty is made out of. Now you may be thinking to yourself, the Statue of Liberty is green. It wasn't painted green. The oxidized layer of copper that was the outside layer turned the statue green. Now, back in the day, that people tried to fix it, and it did get fixed for a while, but then the green came back, and it turned out the green was just more popular than the regular broad copper color. And copper can turn your finger green. If your ring turns your finger green, chances are there's more copper and it's gold. Another interesting thing about copper, it's highly conductive, which is why a lot of it is used in wiring and electrical work. Now, there are tons of scrap metal YouTubers out there that find pieces of scrap metal and then melt them down and turn them into ingots. And take, for example, Big Stack D. He's got over 1 million subscribers, and all he does is he melts things down and turns them into something new. And one of his specialties is copper. I've seen Big Stack D melt down aluminum and copper, and those are the two big But I think I've also seen bronze being melted down too. But his big are aluminum and copper, and a YouTuber that works with metal forging, I think those are the big two they work with. An interesting thing about copper and our cents or our pennies. The one thing that has been kind of synonymous, people have been using cent and penny interchangeably the last few hundred years. America never had a penny, we had a cent. And our cents were made of copper from pretty much the early days of the cent ever being conceived, all the way to a very specific year, 1982. 1982 is the copper cutoff date. And cents after 1982 are made with copper coated zinc. Copper coated zinc is what they use to make them. It's some of the cheapest material. It's some cheap material, but the cheapest out there. And it still took 3.2 cents to make one, which is why the Trump administration cut it, and I was able to do the complete value of every cent from X to Y, like 1790 something to 2025. And if I remember the video correctly, I cut it off not long after the wheat cent. I think maybe 1959 was the cutoff date, because they were all face value, and I would sound like a broken record if I continued. I think I will end this video on the price of copper, like I'm going to compare it to the price of silver, or tell you, like, if it was silver, the price per ounce. Let me tell you. The price per ounce of silver is about $32. The price of copper per ounce is about $1. I told you it was like $4.88 per pound. Per kilogram, it's about $10.71. It's about $9,100 per ton. That is quite a bit of money, but considering per ton of silver is a little over $1 million, and the price for a ton of gold is over $10 million. I think it's even over $100 million. It's affordable relatively. I'm a conservative coin collector. This is my copper wheat cent jar, and you can even see I have some steel cents in there, but not many coins are made of steel. I may continue this series with coins of metals that I don't have, because the mint sells coins with platinum, and there are other precious metals that are worth a lot more than silver and gold that I've covered outside of this video. And coins aren't necessarily made of them, but it would be cool to do facts on those particular metals. It's all up to you. If you want to see more on whatever metal I have, let me know. There's tons of them out there I can cover. Everything from osmium to palladium to californium. I'm a conservative coin collector. You know what to do if you want to see it. I'm signing off. So long, everybody.